What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Gun Toting Gamer, and we are raiding another base. And so I cracked this one open already, but these guys were in the middle of moving their stuff when it saved the server at that point. So we've got a bunch of open gates around here. And then that one, I ate it all the way down to it takes one more bite to break it open. That way you guys know I wasn't exploring without you. But we've got a little bit of a problem. Those Species X up there are too tall for me to hit with the Giga without killing everything around me to even try. And they attack me on sight. So what we're going to do is we're going to walk in here. Now, I have hit these guys before. Like I said, I've done this once before on the server. So all of these raptors and all of these saber-tooths can trace their ancestry back to one pair. So if I can find the original pair, then I'll be able to find the genetics relevant for the roleplay that all these others represent. And look at this motherfucking Listro. Jesus Christ. That's a beautiful Listro. I'm going to whistle passive just to get it. Heisenberg, shut your mouth! I don't know if you can hear me or not, but I've got a dog in heat, and the other dog doesn't shut up about it. But that's okay. Oh, look, an Archie. Yes. This base doesn't really have that much going on for it, imprinted by Dick. So this is bred. Oh, it's got quite a bit of ancestry over here. See? Oh, right there. Look, do not breed. Level 220. And what the fuck did they do? They goddamn bred that animal. They were, these were not my people. Oh, and plus 225 with 27 levels already ready to give into it. Heisenberg, knock it off! That boy's gonna make me beat him. He doesn't shut his goddamn mouth. I think Milo is one of the originals, if I'm not mistaken. No, but very close. So 242 and 209, which they'll be different levels by now, so it wouldn't really matter. Oh, really? And then Nala, I think, was another very early on. Okay, yeah, so Nala was wild tame. So Nala might just be the mother to this one, because if they hadn't named this one when they bred it, then the name won't change on this one's ancestry. So in theory, you could take take a really good animal, breed it to a shitty animal, or take two shitty animals, breed them together, and you've got a well-known good animal on that server. Everybody knows about it. And then you could just change the name of one of your shitty animals when you breed it, and then change it back afterwards, so it would look like that other animal was in there. Okay, so this one's a female, which means it was not wild caught. Options, unclaim. Now, ideally, oh, fuck. What's going on down here? Fuck's happening down here? Y'all saw that, right? What the hell was going on? The Giga's up here. The Listro's right there. Nothing over here of mine should be taking damage. I don't know what that was. I didn't even put down any sleeping bags, so it couldn't have been it either. Yeah, I don't know. Anyway. And then I think there are 3 wild-tamed raptors around here. I'm not going to go through all that, though. But we want some genetic representation from every possible gene pool. See, like this Rex right here is Freya, Giga Eater, Hulk. Those have all... I don't recognize Devastator, but Sheila, Stud... I mean, Stud's a common name. But Sheila, Giga Eater, Hulk, Freya, those all look familiar. Angelina, I don't think DJ Pitts. I've seen Sweet Pea and Papa Smurf before, but the rest of these names are all new to me. So relatively fresh blood. Not totally, but relatively. Oh, look, got supplies in here, and I forgot about that. It's ridiculous that I have to jump to drink. Oh, man, and I think my Ovises is probably going to be my broadest gene pool, because people just all go tame their own Ovises for their own breeding. Oh, damn, girl, look at this one. But Rexes, it's so much work to go tame a Rex that once you get a really good one, people just sell the breeding on that one off. They'll just breed them like crazy until, and just, you know, make resources off of it. Okay, okay. I see we got some stuff over here. This is the exciting part, is when, and it's even better when they leave their gates open. You just waltz right on in and see all kinds of stuff. Look at this. Boom! Mastercraft hide hat. I'm recording, right? Yes. I would be upset if I just lost that 5 minutes and, oh wow, look at this. Oh my god. Chef Dick chorizo powder, or power. 3 dodo eggs, that's it? I want some chorizo, man! I want some chorizo. I actually have another account called Chorizo. Let me show you. It's literally called I Have a Chorizo. See? Boom! I have a chorizo. It's actually spelled I have a chorizo. And then, oh man, look at all this stuff. These are really nice too, because it's all fresh reading material. So when I'm taking a shit in my nice new palace, once I get one, we're going to be set. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to throw all this on the Giga, because the Giga is the least likely animal around here to get killed. Just because its defense is comparable to a mid-level Rex, but that offense, actually, oh no, yeah, that health on this one is comparable to my lower high-level Rexes. Oh shit, that's right. Okay, so we need to dump some of this hide. I love stashing it, but it's just taking up way too much space to even justify keeping it. And especially if I'm just roaming around killing shit with this one, and I'm just going to keep on getting hide. And then that fertilizer is not worth getting rid of, really. I mean, I could get rid of it and easily replace it, but it's just time-consuming to replace it. So it's beneficial to have a whole bunch of fertilizer on hand once I go build my empire. Which, I mean, we're building our empire as we go, but I mean, build my headquarters, so to speak, of my empire. Okay, it's good that we've got water down there. Let's get this raptor first. Let's see. So Zax and Dick. What a great tribe of folks here. And I'm going to leave these animals here at claimable. That way, anybody else joining, one is getting my sloppy seconds, which is pretty satisfying, and two, it's not so difficult for them to, yeah, see, this is one right here that I want. It's got that wild ancestry, you know what I'm saying? So it would be beneficial to have that, and then we're going to whistle past it just in case some nonsense happens. And then I'll, oh, what do we, wait, I just whistled twice. Hang on. Uh-oh. Did I not mute my laptop? Now let's try that again. I guess I didn't mute my laptop. So if you guys have been getting a little bit of an echo, that's probably why. Shouldn't be getting it anymore. These raptors look so much better now that they've redone it. I didn't even realize that they redid the raptors. I thought they did, but like, when you see them in the wild, you don't really notice it that much. But tamed raptors look much better. Very good looking animals. And then this one might have been the other wild caught one, or it's going to be over there to the left. No, this one was bred. I think for sure it was inside though. I'm not going to spend too much more time on this. I definitely want to get the wild caught raptors. Saber cats don't matter that much to me. Just on grounds that I'm not that big of a fan of saber cats. I'll still get them just to breed them, but it's nothing to me to not have them. Like, I'm not gonna miss them. But Raptors for point defense, pretty good. And then just in case you don't know, point defense is basically your close quarters type stuff. Or maybe it was the saber cat that was over here that was wild caught. I'd like it if I could unclaim things faster, like, am I going to accidentally unclaim something? Or, I mean, the chances of me accidentally unclaiming something are when I'm not supposed to, and then immediately not being able to reclaim it are pretty low. So these, the males, it's going to be a male. Maybe it's Simba. I think Simba might have been the other. So let's look for Simba, and we'll do Simba first, because that's just kind of something I remember, so that might be a more likely place to start. Oh my god. Don't tell me I'm going to have to fucking claim this asshole again. Oh my god. Okay. Claim it, you fucking idiot! Hello?! See, the game's lagging right now, and it's just not letting me claim it. I don't know why. I don't know why. Maybe I should come over here and fucking eat you. How about that? Fucking dumbass. It's not letting me claim anything right now. Am I disconnected from the... What the hell is going on? Now, I bet you if I punch it, it's gonna do exactly what I want it to do. Or it's gonna attack me. It's not gonna be lagged anymore. I have to run over there, so let's see. Maybe there's a cooldown on reclaiming things now, which would be pretty fucking stupid, if you ask me. Uh-oh. Okay, I'm gonna punch it and run to the Giga. Oh, that's right, they're on passive. Just in case it's not, though, I'm gonna jump up here. Whoop. Yeah, it's not. Why the fuck is it not letting me claim it? Let's claim that one in the back, because I haven't claimed that one yet. And so there won't be a cooldown on that one. So if it is cooldown related... Jesus fucking Christ. Yeah, so I guess... Well, yeah, there's a cooldown on claiming animals now. What the fuck is that? That's stupid! That means that people like me can't just go around doing the stuff that they want to do. And I don't even have a raptor saddle either, so, let's just put you before unclaiming you. Well, hang on, maybe I can... Nope, still can't. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to... Nope. Behavior. Flip you to... Okay, don't kick me. Really? Oh my god! Aggressive. Then you'll push that motherfucker right out of my way. Oh, wow. Nice little jump there. Options, and then unclaim you. Okay. We're solving problems. And Shira... Maybe Shira was... I don't know. Shira sounds like a feminine name, but... I don't know where Simba even is. Wrong tool. Yes, so it's not either of those two out there. And I think there's only two. These are all called Sabertooth, so I don't know. I mean, it's not that big of a deal. Like I said, I'm not going to devote too many resources on this. But maybe Shira is the one. Nala and Simba. Okay. So that's not... And you know, maybe one day this will turn into like a big... I mean, like, people will be tuning in because they like the animals that got tamed, or they like following the families, I guess, so to speak. Like, there's a lot of people that like animal breeding, and I mean, it really is a fascinating topic, and I can see the appeal. I'm a breeder myself, so, you know, you've got the logistics, you've got a puzzle, right? Because you need to have a certain outcome, or you want to have a certain outcome as a breeder. And so you're tasked, or you task yourself rather, with matching two different animals together to try and make what you want. So, like, for example, with my rabbits, right now I'm breeding for blue eyes, and I'm having trouble getting there. I've got one rabbit with blue eyes, and I have not been able to replicate that anywhere. But she's due any day now for a litter to one of her own sons. And so she should be getting blue eyes out of that. Now, a lot of people would be like, that's unethical, blah, blah, blah. But, I mean, inbreeding really is not anywhere near as bad as people say it is. If you have bad traits in the gene pool that are recessive, then yeah, inbreeding is going to cause a lot of problems. And the more I inbreed, the more likely I am to run into those problems, even without any significant instance of genetic problems. But as long as I can prove that I have those blue eyes somewhere, and then outcross, and then recross, and then just keep doing that, I can keep introducing genetic diversity while constantly bringing out blue eyes. And so that's part of that puzzle, you know, that problem that you need to solve is how do I cut down genetic problems and disqualifiers, increase genetic diversity, and that's not always a necessity either. Like, you don't have to increase your genetic diversity, but it's a good idea. And then how do I, while doing both of those, accomplish my specific breeding goals, which in my case would be blue eyes. And then, like, a lot of people try to breed for larger and larger animals, and I've got some pretty big rabbits, but I also have a few smaller ones, and size isn't really a huge thing to me. I want a variety of size for a variety of reasons. That's a different topic, but you know, I'll tell you. I'll tell you. Ooh, look at this Pteranodon. That is a beautiful animal. This one's better level, though. Skyward! My bitch. So, your bigger rabbits are going to use more food. But they're also going to have more meat, and they're going to be... So you have to figure out, you know, which way do you want to go. But I figure if I use both, if I have big... oh, wait, hang on. Let's take everything you own. Alright, never mind. It's just primitive. Are you... passive? Okay. But if I have big rabbits and small rabbits, then on average, I reap the benefits of both. So I have more meat coming from one side, and I have better food and resource efficiency coming from the other side. Smaller rabbits also tend to breed faster. That's another significant advantage that they have. So let me come over here and see. So let's see, who did I claim that I decided to claim? Was it you? That's a male. Maybe this is it. No. But look how inbred this animal is, right? So, Sabertooth 209. If we can find 209, because this is the same level it's been. But look at this. So, She-Ra and that Sabertooth had Simba, and then they bred Simba back to She-Ra, which created Nala, and then they outcrossed again. So I guess it's not really that inbred, but you double dip the grandmother as the mother. Really isn't that bad of a thing, honestly. Okay, so am I just forever forbidden from reclaiming those animals that I unclaimed? That's kind of stupid. Here, we got a 209 over here. 227 a lot, but yeah, we need to get these raptors and get on the road. I'm not fucking dehydrated already? Unclaim the raptor. I'll let somebody else to inherit this inbred mess. Claim the raptor, bitch. Okay, I guess I already did that one. Which is actually pretty cool. Oh, that's right, you can't breed scorpions, so... Yeah, that's a cool looking scorpion. Might claim it or unclaim it later. I don't know. We need to finish checking these raptors. Okay, that one's done. That one's done. These three, we did those three. Well, then I don't know where the other one would be. So I thought there was three of them. Yeah, I'm hoping this is a temporary bug, because if I accidentally unclaim something and I just can never reclaim it, that's a big problem. But maybe logging out and logging back in will fix it. And I'm not really that worried about it, so I'm not going to be dealing with that right now. But when I log out and log back in, I'll come back over here and see if that was a factor or not. So I guess we've only, well, right here we've only got one genetically unique raptor. But it takes 2 raptors to make more raptors, so we know there's another one somewhere. May not be owned by this tribe, but that's just something we have to factor in now. If I remember correctly, there's a couple Rexes behind this building, so we're going to go check them out. And it's important to get the Rexes claimed quickly, because if shit hits the fan and I've claimed a bunch of little stuff, but I haven't claimed the... Uh-oh. Okay. But I haven't claimed the Rexes, then the Rexes that are wild or unclaimed will just destroy everything I have. Okay, I guess we're not going that way. Hopefully those Species X don't cause any problems. Got this guy, I'm not a big fan of Thylacoleos, and he's only 173 anyway. So we're just going to ignore him. And come back here. Looks like there might only be one Rex. Equip saddle to ride. And look at all this stuff here too, right? Like, excess inventory. Let's see if there's any fertilizer in here now. So I'm not going to check every single one of those, but there's probably not any fertilizer in the vast majority of them. Or actually, yeah, I could just look at these. Not fertilized, not fertilized, not fertilized, not fertilized, not fertilized. Oh, see, look, some of them do have fertilizer, so it can be worth it. Oh. It's such a small amount of fertilizer, it doesn't even register in the inventory. So, in a case like that, you don't even worry about it. These guys would have been hard to deal with, though, if they had had more time to build up. And I don't have any way of contacting most of the people that were on here. I have a message history with a couple of them, but the vast majority of the people that used to play on the server will just never be able to play on mine because I can't reach out to them. And most of them probably wouldn't even be interested anyway, because we're talking about something that was like a year ago now. Actually, 2 years ago. That was back when I was Teleperformance. Actually, no, yeah, a year ago, because it was a year ago that I got fired from Teleperformance. It was a call center, so it happens. But they fired me because we had a promotion, and then they oh, look at this. We'll let them come to us, then we'll claim them out here. I like that wolf, though. We want wolves. Yeah, so we had a promotion, and then the promotion expired. And I guess the promotion did so well that they decided to redo it, but they didn't tell me. And now, we had a little program where we're supposed to check, and I didn't check. So it is definitely partially my fault. But at the same time, I mean, something that small, I was like, really? For realsies? Can't attack me if you're swimming. Oh, they just de-aggroed. What's that chicken sloth? There it is. Okay. I really love wolves. Those are also one of the things that I look for when I'm... Oh, this wolf isn't anything special. Also, something did a hella damage to it. I think it was the Giga when I bit through that door. Yeah, that level's not good enough for me to keep, so... I'll put you on wandering, and I'll let you live, but... Options... Oh, no. Behavior, make sure you're on neutral. And then back. Options, where you're swimming away, unclaim. Oh, shit. Okay, I'm not gonna fuck around and play games with you. I'd like it if T-Rexes had an AoE that just covered the back feet, because wolves will get up in there, man, and it just drives me nuts. And I don't think I ever have to worry about it, really, but just sometimes you don't know if that one little thing is going to be what tips you over the edge. And, well, let's see. You know what? Let's put all these guys on wandering, and then we'll let them go. That way they can go become wild again. Hurry up! Fuck! Keep playing games with me, and I'm not even... You know what? This chicken sloth, I'm not even going to spend the time on it. Okay, so now that Therizino and that Trike are going to fight. Let's see who wins. I'm going to guess the Therizino, but the Trike is like double its level, so we shall see. Plus, the Triceratops is wearing a saddle, so it's got an advantage. Yeah, that Therizino's taking damage. It's getting bloody already. It's hard to tell because the Triceratops is wearing a saddle and a uniform, so no way to know for sure, but I'm going to bet... Oh, what?! Damn! Well, that sucks. I was really hoping for the Triceratops to win. What was that? You guys see that, right? A teeny tiny bit of... Okay, really? We're gonna play this fucking game? Go back exact same way and it doesn't work? A teeny tiny bit of pink right there? Boop. On top of that behemoth gate. Anyways, back to the exciting part. Wow. Oh my god. Guys, when I first was biting this door, this roof was covered in Species X, so all of these plants just died within the last half hour or so. That is fucking amazing. That makes my job so much easier. That's actually in that timing, too. Holy shit. Yeah, see, this is probably where that original raptor is. Hawkeye, I'll just go ahead and claim you right now. And then, I'm gonna put everybody... I'm gonna claim everybody, put them on passive. Oh, yeah, like the Stego's not gonna be a big deal. Fuck a Stego. Actually, this was one of the original, I think. Frank Dukes. I think. I don't remember. I know he stood out to me last time. Yep. Boom. That's one of them. But I don't remember if there was 3 wild ones or 2 wild ones. They're all owned by... Okay. Are we gonna... What hurt this guy? Oh, he's on passive, so it must have been the Giga again. He's not hungry. So, or no, he is hungry, so he was starving to death. Follow me. I'm over here and get the fuck out of my way. Oh my god. Okay. Boop. 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 Are you the one? No. And for wild ancestors. Wild ancestors. Come on, come on, and no. Let somebody else come take all these guys. Good raptors to a good... or free raptors to a good home. And don't get me wrong, these are not bad raptors, but I don't want a bunch of inbred fucking animals. I don't want a bunch of siblings. I don't want... And if I do get siblings, they're coming from my own breedings, not from somebody else's. This is the main reason I even play this game, is for the breeding. But we've got to go claim our territory first, which is the entire goddamn island. So I'm a greedy bitch. I'm a greedy bitch. Okay, there we go. I saw that raptor's name in the back, and I was like, okay, did it not do what it was supposed to do? Okay. Okay. So unclaim you. Almost got in a fight with this guy this one time. This was a long time ago, but he was bragging. He was like, I've been to juvie. I've been to juvie. I was like, okay, cool, man. It's not letting me claim that raptor. I don't know. I don't know what's up with that feature. I don't know why that would be a design. Like, because why go to trouble of preventing people from reclaiming something that they just unclaimed? Like what's the point? You know? What do you guys want to talk about? Let's talk about something. Let's talk about something. If I was live streaming, it would be easier to get a topic to talk about, because I'd just be like, yo, drop it in the comments, son. And then you would. And then we'd be able to talk. But I have to, like, predict what you guys are thinking about, which I'm assuming is that this is incredibly boring. There we go! The last one! The last one we check. Okay, so everybody else here is passive, I'm assuming. Let's just whistle passive one more time to make sure. And then we got what we came for. And that 106 Raptor, it does have wild ancestors, but it's not that level that we want. It's not that, I mean, even if it was like 180 plus, like 190 plus, something like that, I could accept it, just because when you get to those lower echelon, high level animals, they can still be disproportionate in one feature, which is good, because that can carry on and end up making your strong animals way stronger. I don't really want to get into the details of it, like explaining how all that works, but all the ancestors. Look, you're 15, 152. Let's look at your face. Dude, they fucking totally ripped off Jurassic Park on these raptors' faces. Look at that. That nose, Wildcard is such a shitty company. They... Oh man, I'm laughing so hard, or exhaling so hard with these laughs, that I'm blowing it in the mic. Look, you can't really tell from the side, but from head on, look at that. There is no way that is not copied from Jurassic Park. It may be a coincidence, but I'm not even going to go down that road, because the Dilos, the T-Rex calls, all of that used to be a direct copy of what Jurassic Park has or had. And so when Wildcard goes and copies the face of the raptor after having a history of copying all this other shit, there's no way in hell that I'm going to believe that this was a coincidence, or that it was an accident, or whatever. These guys are ridiculous. They are so uncreative. And they can't even create, like... This was a big problem. I went over this with my game review. They came out with this new DLC called Aberration, and they could only come up with 8 new species, and half of them you can't even breed. I should have anticipated that I'd be too heavy for this animal. Also, they can't make it so that you can jump off of animals. Like, that's another thing that bothers me. Follow one. Come over here, girl. Actually, you know what? I'm going to put you... I don't even know where that raptor is, so I'm going to come over here. Get you over here out of the way. And then, this one I'll have to come back and do it later. I'll put you on neutral for now. And then anything that happens in here, that raptor should not be involved in it. Just because. So I'm assuming that Stego might also be on passive. Well, it's probably going to get killed anyway, just from me coming up here and doing this. These guys, the egg farm. That's right, that's what this was. So there's not that much exciting stuff. I don't remember for sure. Okay, yeah, that Stego is definitely not. Ramp. I don't know who Ramp is. I'm going to come further this way so I don't kill that Ramp on the other side. Sometimes the lag makes it so you can't fine-tune anything. You're either moving 100 feet or 0. The door should be breaking any second now. Fuck, I fucked up the ramp. Oh well. Like that ramp couldn't last another 4 bites. Fucking piece of shit. Oh yeah. Yeah, I love to have high-level egg layers. And then keep them on neutral too. Like most people don't do this. They just tame whatever they can to be an egg layer. All their garbage animals, but for me, and I just never had the manpower to help me. Like, it was always me and a couple of other people, but those other people weren't even avid players like me. They would always put in less hours. And there's nothing against them. You know, they've got kids and other stuff like that, so I never held it against them that I was more dedicated to the game, but... Oh, shit, I meant to pick up that egg. Well, you know what? I might keep you around anyway. Yeah, let's change you directly. You go to neutral, in case anybody comes in here fucking with you. Ripley, be quiet. And if you have your animals on neutral, it gets really tedious to put them back away. Especially if you're in a place where they'll aggro, like, once a day or something. And even worse if they aggro once a day in-game. But for me, it's worth it if you have the manpower to go out and get high-level animals to be your egg layers, and then you put them on neutral, you put them in an area where wild animals can't aggro them, but then when somebody raids you, even the egg farm is hard to kill. And the egg farm is a challenge. And you put Species X in there as well, and I just, oh my god, really? Fucking hate that when like I'm doing something and then next thing you know I'm rolled back like 10 seconds. It's incredibly annoying. And I mean, like, even just all these egg layers here, all these low-level ones, that's a lot of work. So you can imagine how much more work it is and how much more tedious it is to go and do high-level egg layers. And so I just never had the help that I needed for something like that. All those high-level raptors out there, and they just tamed all these weak ones. Or maybe these were hatched ones, but they're like the rejects or whatever. But, Capros. Might have a good Capro. 139 is not good enough. 57 and 66, nope. Capros and Terrorbirds are really good animals. I like them. I think they're underrated and underpowered. And for their size, like, a Terrorbird should be able to beat a Raptor, I think. Or at least be equal to it. And the Raptors are better than Terrorbirds in some ways, just like because they can pin people, and that's a huge advantage on its own, especially in a defensive capacity. But I just always loved they're called forest raccoons, and it's a whole family of birds called Terrorbirds. And the forest raccoons are, I mean, the Terrorbirds in this game are a classic example of what a forest racket is. they all look pretty similar. Some are taller, some are smaller. Then I like all those eggs, but we're not going to spend too much time on that. Eggs are valuable and worth toting around, but they're really heavy and easy enough to replace that, and like it's a really passive replace too. You tame the animal, you put it in a spot, you make it sit there, you collect the eggs. Simple. So it's worth it for me to not get them. And we're just gonna stay thirsty for a bit because fuck that shit. You know what I'm saying? Let's come over here to the greenhouse. I'm just gonna crack my way in there. There's really no need to build a greenhouse. I think they should force you to if you're building in the snow. So I might build one in the snow just to be realistic about the game in the way that I see fit. But I think that should be mandatory because right now, the way it is, you can just plant whatever you want, wherever you want. You can plant berries and all kinds of stuff out in the snow and just whatever will grow. You know, you get Species X, which are swamp plants, and they seem to have zero problems growing in the snow. Which isn't totally unbelievable for certain plant varieties, but, I mean, every single thing that you have. That's right, there's a monkey in there. I couldn't find it the last time I was in here. But that goddamn monkey was running around. And I could hear it, and I could hear it throwing feces at me, but I could never find the actual monkey. Oh, really? It took you that long to get aggroed? Are you fucking kidding me, bitch? I know who I'm not claiming. Fucking dumbass. No, I should have gone down there and claimed him anyway. I mean, it was easy enough at the time. Oh, let's, lesson learned. Bud. And that's a good Rex, too. Look at that. Check out your ancestry. Ooh, look at that inventory, too. Damn, girl. Damn, girl. Papa Smurf. That's not Papa Smurf, that's Papa Smurf. J-Mac and Walter White. Mark Wahlberg. Those are all common names as well. But Blue Dream, Little Harley, Royal, St. Valentine, Blue's Clues, Athena, Hades, Aurora, and Papa Smurf, I have not seen to current memory. So, that is a good Rex. Good genetic diversity, good level. Let's check out these stats real quick before we carry on, if you guys don't mind. 16,000 health, that's not very good, but I don't know what they've been leveling up on this thing. Melee damage is 562. Now, with the level that it's at, and how many levels are available, I'm going to guess that it was probably born at like level 220, 230 something. And so, over time, it hasn't had the opportunity to passively generate those levels. Like we've been seeing on all those raptors and stuff. Those animals that haven't had any XP will passively gain XP over time. And so when it takes a while to get to them, you end up finding animals that have 30, 40 levels available to put on them. Now, just in case this Rex is going to give us problems, we're going to come over here and claim this one too. Neptune. Now, if I remember, we don't have... Scootsy was from one of the Alpha tribes, but if I remember correctly, this one doesn't have a lot of... Oh, no, I'm wrong. Yeah, Lovely Page, Momeat, Baja Blast, Mindfuck, Get Fuck, Nemesis. Those are all common ones. But, we'll keep him claimed just for now. It's important to know if he's neutral, so we gotta keep that factored in. Just because I'm running around so much. Do I have any water skins? Yeah, got that water jar, so might as well fill that up while we're out here. eat some food, and then get back to work. Now, the inside of this building is kind of like a maze, which is part of why I couldn't find that Mesopithecus when it was in there last time. And they've got storage and stuff in here, so I definitely don't want to destroy anything too much on the inside until I can get in there to see what we're dealing with, because I don't remember the inside of this building much at all. I remember from this dinosaur door right here, there's a hall that goes all the way to the back, and then there's a bunch of doors on the left and right, and even then, I didn't even go through all those doors because they were all closed, and I was just like, fuck this, I'm not gonna fucking sit around and do all the stupid stuff. Uh-oh. Yeah, I just fucked a bunch of stuff up. But, here we got saddles. Oh my god, this is gonna be a pain in the ass. You know what? Let's take the easy route, and saddles, won't even bother with them. Saddles, won't even bother, unless there's blueprints, though. And we use the blueprints. We take the blueprints. So let's double check over here. And none of these saddles are really that great anyways. Journeyman one right there. I'm not even looking at the armor scores on them, but I'm sure there's a couple of decent ones in here, but are they for animals we're going to use? And see, chances are, for any of the saddles they have down here, I already have better saddles or better blueprints. Now these weapons, this is, yep, blueprint right there, boom. I'm gonna stock up on weapons right now, just in case we need them down the road. But, I'll take a couple of these green ones too, but anything else I'm not even gonna worry about. Unless it's maybe a purple pickaxe, I might take one of them. Maybe even a blue pickaxe. Oh, there's a blue hatchet. There we go. Okay. Green one. Yeah, the rest of this stuff, probably not gonna need it. You know what? Just in case. Sometimes I can't make up my mind, guys. I'm sorry about that, but it's just the way it is. They broke their scissors, so you know these guys are noobs. I'll take those. Just for the hell of it. I'll take that too, just in case you need to go scare some noobs. Scare some noobs! And then, so this is how we're going to get in there. Put the torch away first so we're not burning it up. And then, and the nice thing about how, passive, I don't know what's attacking me. Oh, it's the Mesopithecus. I want to see what level he is first. I'm not a big fan of these animals, but he is not happy about the puppy monkey baby. Yeah, you're done. And then I won't even whistle neutral right now, but hello. Hi, baby. The nice thing about, oh my god, about breaking into multiple floors is that I can easily just, especially with an animal this tall, I can easily just move the animal around so that I can get onto any floor that I want. And I don't have to worry about the compartmentalization of the base. Ooh, boom, boom, boom. I've got multiples of that last one, but that's okay. And then there's oil in here, so this could be a good new place to start building grenades. A lot of good blueprints in here. Well, not great, but I mean, they're better than nothing. Hello. Lay down. Lay down, sweet girl. Lay down, please. Fine, do your own fucking thing. See if I'll feed you tonight. I'm just kidding, I already did. So even if I was gonna withdraw food as a punishment, it wouldn't matter. But I mean, taking food away from a dog as punishment isn't good. Like kids, they'll figure it out, but dogs are not that type of learner. They're not going to learn easily from that. Like you need to. You can come down really as hard as you want, but you have to. It's the time frame that matters, not the severity of the punishment that matters. So you've got a dog trainer just told me the other day. You've got a second and a half, and now I'm sure that varies from dog to dog. But according to her, oh motherfucker! I've got to. Well, here I'm gonna throw some stuff on you anyway. But according to her, and like I said, I'm sure it varies depending on dog to dog. You've got a second and a half to make the connection between behavior and that's bad. So if you don't catch your dog pissing in the process, rubbing its nose in it later probably isn't going to help you out too much. And I can speak from experience. I've tried that, and like I want to keep doing it just because I it's kind of comforting. Like I feel like there might be something to it, but realistically, it's probably just not going to go in my favor. That's okay. I just have to be more vigilant as an owner. That's really what that tells me. Son of a bitch! This is not the floor I wanted to be on. Let's see if there's a way down. Okay, here. And I'm seeing a lot of cool stuff that we can get into, but we gotta deal with that later. Now I'm gonna put these metal ingots on here just for now. Normally would leave my metal somewhere strange like this, but we've got a lot of stuff to do. A lot of cool stuff to get into. And I've got about 8 more minutes in this episode. I only like doing 1-hour episodes. Oh my god, look at all this stuff. Oh yeah, this is right for the hauling, boy. All that oil. That's like, meh. Ooh, yes. That is good stuff right there. Cementing paste isn't even that big of a deal in primitive, but when you're on tech, when you're making bombs and rockets and stuff like that, cementing paste can mean a lot. I mean, you need it to make rifles. I think I've already been over here. Fiber. You never need a lot of fiber until you need it. And then when you need it, it's like, okay, why don't I have any fiber? And then if you're the kind of guy like me, like you like dire bears, then you just never have to worry about fiber ever. Or if you like Therizzinos, that's another one that prevents you from needing to worry about fiber. A lot of just miscellaneous stuff around here, but I mean, these guys were pretty active. And a lot of sap, too. Like, we need to exfiltrate that sap. These guys were really, really adamant about building cages. I don't know why they had so many cages. I don't know if they were planning on trolling or being the anti-troll patrol or what. Ah, look at all those skins. I guess no idea. Either way, just because I might use them later. Like those bunny ears, I doubt it, but maybe. Let's check the rest of the bottom floor first. Oh, bookshelves. Pin code? I don't fucking think so. Pin codes are still nice because you see what I'm doing right here? I'm wasting time. So if I'm a troll, especially if I don't have a good metal tool, then pin coding your stuff is still a sensible thing to do. Now, a lot of your alpha tribes will make fun of people when they go right and they're like, oh, they pin coded it, but I have a sword, and they hit it twice and it's done. But it's not about keeping everybody out. It's about buying time. And it really, oh my god. Oh my god. Yes! Yeah! Yes, all that knowledge. Anyway. really, everything you do in this game regarding building and pin coding things is not about keeping anybody out. It's about buying time. Because no matter what you build, somebody is going to be able to destroy it. So it's just a matter of how elaborate you can make it, or how strong you can make it, to make it, one, take too much time to be worth breaking into, or two, take so much time that you can intervene. So, you know, if you're a strong tribe, then the longer it takes them to hit you, if they're hitting you, say, offline, then the better of a chance you have to salvage your belongings. See, this is what I was talking about right here. I don't even know what those guys are. I think those are dung beetles. Yeah, one of them is anyway. This was that main hallway. I think I went through this door, but I didn't go. There's one of these doors I didn't go through. And that door just leads into here, so I guess it's probably better that I didn't go through that. But I think I remember just being like, I don't really waste any time. Okay, yeah, there's a lot of dung beetles in here. I'll have to come back and exfil these guys too. I'm gonna have to do all this off scene, but I don't want to do any of that until I get my building built, and then I can come back and start getting dung beetles. That's why they built all those cages, is for dung beetles, not because they're doing anything with trolls. Oh, I don't need to break that door down either, because that door goes right there. So if I didn't need to break the doors down, then I'm surprised that I remembered the fact that I didn't break them down. Alright, second floor, here we go. Might be something in there. Nope. It would have just been charcoal. Wyatt Earp. This is the war room right here. They've got the war drums. They've got a... They even built a table. They've got a war map. Oh, man, these guys are ready. Oh, I admire these guys right here. Doug stuff without a... without a apostrophe on the pin code. Yeah. Just in case it's just like loaded with stuff, I don't want to break into it. I'm tired of trucking around charcoal. Can I seriously not use their drums? Don't be concerned about that puppy that's making noise right now. They do that a lot. They just fucking squeak and squeak and squeak. And I've gotten pretty good at understanding when one's in pain and one's not. Sometimes I use a 5-gallon bucket for their water just because my dogs go through water so quick. And sometimes the puppies climb into it and they can't get out, so they start flipping out. And it does not sound like that one just did. I don't even know if you guys can hear it. As far as you know, I might just be, or as far as I know, you think I'm just talking out of my ass. Ascendant Club. I'm going to take that with me just to prevent anybody else from getting it. But, I mean, somebody else's ability to get in this building is going to be pretty hampered. Because I fucked up the ramp to come in here, so they're going to need a bird or something. I don't know if they claim one of those raptors, they might be able to jump in here. It's possible. Okay. So, don't need to break that open because that's going to be the top of the building. We'll come over here. And we're dehydrated already. Don't need to claim that. Oh, turtle. That's not a good turtle. Oh, what is this? Looks like they had plans for those. Probably breeding rooms or turtle rims or something, or dung beetle rims. Oh, I gotta poop. I think this episode's almost over. Last time I came through, I just totally destroyed that greenhouse, but it's not what I'm about, man. I want to leave as much intact as possible just so that it's here as like ruins, you know? What the motherfucker? Yo, bitch-ass turtle, come here. See if I don't get you fucking stuck somewhere, bitch. Come get me now. Come get me now. Oh shit, you can fit. Okay. Well, like, oh my god, I'm trapped. Ah. Ooh. Ooh. Yeah, come get me now. Your owners are probably not coming back. My recommendation is to go feral and leave. Three, 2, 1, 0. No, way off with this count. 3, 2, 1, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. There we go. There's nothing in it. You almost just lost your life over a crate that had nothing in it. Respect it. Now, let's see. Last time I came up here, this shit was hard because all those plants were there. And no matter what I did, like, I couldn't hop off to claim anything except, like, the Bronto. Rhinos are one of my favorite animals. They used to not be, but then when I realized that I was on primitive and that there was nothing that could kill Gigas, but then I realized that rhinos could instantly aggro Gigas with their charge attack. Rhinos are another one that I really enjoy. And this isn't just a good Bronto, it's got wild ancestors, which means genetic uniqueness. Son. I'll check that other Bronto too. I'm not a big fan of thorny dragons at all. So if these plants have all starved to death, I'm curious if the other plants have starved to death. Yeah, I'm not going to keep this guy. Little foot got a little level. Haha. Aloes, I also really like aloes. Doc Holiday, that's hilarious. This one should be genetically unique. I don't know, though. Yep. That's another one that we want to keep. 113 aloe, no thanks. 64 Procoptodon, no thanks. And that aloe right there. These guys are all shit. So what I'll do is whistle neutral. If anybody wants to come in here and claim them, they can. But they're going to have to immediately whistle passive. Otherwise, that Rex will fuck them up. Okay. Problems more or less sorted out. We're going to crack this open. Now, I'm telling you right now, the only thing that's in there is another... well, there's a couple animals, but I think there's a couple horses. There should be another thorny dragon in there. And then there's a couple storage crates, or actually a whole row of them, I think, along this left side, and then they should all be empty. And that is one problem with the Gigas, that you can't just attack one little thing. It's you're attacking everything in your area. And overall, I'm pretty proud of myself of continually being able to talk for this entire hour. That way I'm keeping it interesting, keeping it real. You know what it is. I will demolish this entire front of this building just to get in there. Because I don't think there was that much stuff in there, really. But I want to verify, because I have been wrong on some of these things that I've been remembering. So it's definitely worth it. Also, if you look at the species, if you look at the crop plots on top, it makes a giant E. That's pretty cool. Though entirely unintentional. Because it was a giant, like, 8. Like a really wide 8. But now... Well, thank you for them kisses. Yeah, thank you for them kisses. I kiss you back. Okay, motherfucker, let's see if we can do this. Yeah, it's not gonna happen. By the way, I'm on jury duty. Don't ask me any questions because I can't talk about the case yet. It's not over. But when it is, I'll be able to share all those good details. Fucking piece of shit! God damn it! Remember, motherfucker, you're gonna do this right. Yeah, we should be able to stop them from wagging their stupid fucking tails. I need to go check on that Rex, too, and see if that's a good Rex to... Really? Well, time for plan B. I didn't want to do this, but I'm gonna do this. Oh. Yep. You made me do this, fucking Giga. Oh, there we go. It's attacking me, and why is it only doing 0 damage? There's that second Thorny. You are now mine. This Thorny will need to be claimed. You know, I guess I could breed the Thornies and start my own population here. That one's full of wood anyway. Narcotics, I probably should salvage that, but it's not a big deal to me. Oh my god, I fucking hate rollbacks. I almost prefer the big rollbacks. Like, one big rollback, like an hour or two, to even just one small rollback. Because the small rollbacks just, I mean, they're just so often, so maybe that's why I have that preference. Yeah, see, here's the horses. I'm not a big fan of horses, though, especially since taming the horses is so stupid that nobody ever has any high-level ones. There's never any worth stealing. And I'll keep this one for now. And they're not really that great for anything anyway, except, I mean, they're a mobile smithy, and you can run with them, but, like, you can do the same thing with beavers. And, yeah, you can't make lassos, but, I mean, with beavers, but the whole point of a lasso is, I mean, just lassos aren't really that powerful. Like, it's not that useful. It's a niche tool. And I'm sure there's a couple people that ride around with them and that are really good with them. But to a regular player like me, I mean, don't get me wrong, like, I'm a passionate player. I wouldn't call myself an average player in any sense of the word, but I'm a little bit more casual. And for everybody else and anybody watching this channel, the vast majority of you probably are going to like the concept of the horse, but just never apply it. In part because they're so hard to tame and the reward is so little. Now, like a Giga, I don't know about on tech or official servers now, but on a primitive server, that was like getting a nuke. So it was worth any amount of work you could put into it. And then the biggest thing to kill them was Rexes, and some people use Rhinos, but before I found out that Rexes were really useful against Gigas if you had enough of them. So a lot of people do is just flood Gigas with the Rexes, and that's how they get them. But it's still worth putting in the work, because that one Giga can, one-on-one, a good Giga can take down any Rex. Possibly even take down 3 or 4 good Rexes before it gets killed itself. And then, like, their health is high enough that they can take quite a bit of damage while you're destroying walls and eating plants. A good Giga will instantly kill any plant that it hits. So, on primitive, I mean, like I said, they're totally worth the work. Rexes, totally worth the work. Most of your power animals are worth the work. Well, even bears. They're not... I mean, they're a power animal for a mid-level tribe, and they're a good gatherer for a high-level tribe, and they're still a good point defense for a high-level tribe, but they're not for everybody. But even them, it's worth the work to get them. And it is quite a bit of work to get them, because you got to knock them out. You have to use narcotic traps or tranquilizer guns, because just using tranq arrows and crossbows, you'll almost always kill the bear before you knock it out, because its torpor is higher than its health. But with something like a horse, that I'm really resisting the urge to pick up that poop. That's one of my things, just picking up poop. But just picking up horses is so much work, and to me, no reward at all. So I'm not going to go use a lasso. I'm not saying it's a bad tool. I'm just saying it's not something I would ever see myself using. I'd rather just kill people or knock them out with a crossbow. Why are you breathing all hard in my face, Ripley? Hey. Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you. Alright, so this is pretty much the end of this base. I will tune in next time for you guys to watch me hit the following base. I think we've got 2 more major bases. At least 2 more major ones that I'm aware of. And then we can start building our actual buildings for our empire. I've got a lot of stuff here. Okay. Take it easy, guys, and enjoy.